Hi, my name is Bruce Andujar. I'm in the automobile business. I own a company called Salesforce, and FORCE is an actual acronym that stands for Ongoing Recruiting Career Excellence. I've been in the recruiting and training business for about 25 years, and I've been in the automobile business for 350 years, sometimes it feels like. However, I'd like to share an experience that happened to me in the month of December. And what happened was, right after I finished a training class, I had allowed myself to actually sip the Kool-Aid of negativity for a day and a half. Now, I want you to understand the impact of that. If I start thinking negatively, then my behavior starts becoming negative. And since I'm in sales, people are attracted to me or turned off by me by how I communicate, and often by how I act and how I behave, which is communication. And I want to say something, that after a day and a half of sipping and I was listening to the news, and I was watching TV, and I was listening to, as my wife calls, man talk radio in my car, I got down, I started getting depressed, and I had to regurgitate the negativity because I found out that in my business and in my life of success, I can't afford to put deposits of negativity in myself by what I listen to and what I'm around. Let me tell you what I did do. I'm an excellent trainer. I teach success in sales, and the reason why I have a high success rate is because I get to pick out my students. It's the same thing like in a university. If a university like Harvard, like Yale, like Duke want to have a high graduating percentage and then go off to have their graduates go into wonderful careers, they have a threshold as to who they would like to bring into the university based, it's called an SAT. We test them to make sure you have the aptitude to have a high success rate. Because what would happen to a university if half the people failed? Exactly. Well, in our business, we never had that threshold of who we would put into the car business. We actually thought that if you had a pulse, if you had a temperature, that would suffice. That is not it. Let me say something. If I'm going to be successful as a trainer, I've got to find people to train. If you're going to be successful in sales, you've got to find someone to sell to. It's a moot point if you're an excellent salesperson, but you don't have a customer to talk to. So what I did after I took a sip of that Kool-Aid, I had to reinvent myself. I got down and I listened to my Dennis Waitley Seeds of Greatness. I listened to my John C. Maxwell, The Winning Attitude. I started making the right kind of deposits that I teach in my class so I could have that titanium edge that I need to cut in this market. Because guess what? People are successful in this market, but this business is not a gift. And you have to do the extraordinary things to be successful. Okay? So what I did, I reinvented my marketing material. I reinvented my advertising, and instead of inviting 1,000 people on an internet lead, I invited 4,000 people. And the results that I received after that was a good yield. And what it taught me, what I'm trying to share with you is, in this business and in sales, you have to do more to get more. That's my message.